Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and I want to talk about one of the reasons why I'm so incredibly excited about his campaign run. So we currently, we have two parties who are saying, "Hey, here's what you deserve, America. You deserve an 80-year-old man who, by the definition, who fits what David Plotz said." David Plotz is a brilliant political pundit over on Slate Political Gabfest. And he said that currently people um, perceive President Joseph Biden as doddering, uh, incoherent, kind of incoherent, not very visible, and lacking energy. And here's the thing: there's no reason to just leave that very incredibly convenient definition that David Plotz summarized, right, for Biden. President Donald Trump will be 80 years old. He'll be exactly the same. Like doddering, kind of incoherent, lacking energy, and not very visible. He's already hidden in Mar-a-Lago. He already fits the definition, right? But Vivek Ramaswamy is coming out, and here's the thing that's really astounding. We have never had a president who actually understands tech. And the ramifications of that are massive, right? So not only is Vivek Ramaswamy a vibrant candidate who's actually going to live through his 4 years of that he'll be elected for, right? Which there's absolutely no certainty, and every piece of evidence points to the fact that electing an 80-year-old president will mean we'll have a coffin within within the term, right? Like it just like Dianne Feinstein's a thing, right? Like it. You've all seen it, right? Like, discussion is really over on this, in my humble opinion. This is, yeah. So, what happens when you put Vivek Ramaswamy in? He knows tech, right? Like, and he understands tech. Like, could you imagine having to try to have a conversation with President Joseph Biden about Bitcoin, or Donald Trump about Bitcoin? Like, neither one of them they don't know what blockchain is. They have no hope of actually having any conversation about the actual tech that America has the possibility of using. So, but what's the big deal? Why would it matter if we have a president who understands tech? You don't understand. Like, you don't understand what could happen, right? So I'll explain what can happen. Could you imagine if the Department of Transportation said, going forward, right, the Department of Transportation will pay every single employee and will do all of its commerce with Bitcoin, right? That's huge, right? That is absolutely massive. America, we have the US dollar, right? But we don't have to stay with just the US dollar. We could co-opt, as a nation, the actual useful, and that right there would make Bitcoin, it would double, triple, maybe 10x the validity of Bitcoin right there. And the thing is, you're like, well, it would be a really big deal. It wouldn't even be a big deal to the American government, right? Like we got 50 other departments, right? We got actually a dozen other departments that aren't going to use Bitcoin, but this one will, right? And we'll tell the entire world America's in on Bitcoin, right? Like we're going to make this, and the ramifications of that are absolutely massive. And they could make it so that Americans have advantages with, and immediately Americans would have advantages with Bitcoin. We would be a people who understand Bitcoin better than any other nation in the world, right? And make crypto knowledge part of American knowledge, right? Now you're like, Scott, this is an outlandish idea. It is an outlandish idea, right? And this is my point: is right now every single idea we have in America is staid, old, tired, and crusty because it has to go through your granddad, right? And that's not a joke. Literally, Donald Trump and not just your great granddad, but not just your granddad, but your great granddad, right? And so that's the point. We unleash incredible power if we have a president who can actually understand tech. And it allows a whole world of possibilities that right now, it's like your granddad is not teaching you how to fix your printer. You're preaching him how to fix his printer, right? What if we had a president who could do, not don't, right? And right now we just have the two parties saying, you deserve nothing. You deserve a doddering, incoherent, not very visible, lacking energy candidate. Both ones. What if we had a good candidate? Vivek Ramaswamy is the guy. Let's get it done. Vote him in.